Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
We get a lot of voicemails, a lot of calls we can't take, but the producers, they comb through painstakingly and find some of the best voicemails, and occasionally we'll do a segment called Sorry We Missed Your Call. And producer James has a few calls for us, a few voicemails lined up for us. James, can we play the first one?
Here we go.
I have a question about a trust my family is involved in, and my wife and I just were notified that Grandma had passed away and left us 1/4 of a multi-million-dollar trust, but we're just feeling really weird vibes from her parents, who basically felt like they got skipped in the inheritance of it, and that we should give them the money back somehow. Anyways, would love to ask about what we should do with this money and how it would work. Thanks so much. Bye.
Wow. So
Oh man, that's
Grandma
so good.
passes
I love family drama.
and says, hey, the kids aren't getting jack squat. The grandkids are going to get it.
Yes. And so here's the deal. Man, since there's only one side of this call, we can't ask any questions. The fact that their first response was, hey, that's bullcrap, we got skipped, give us our money, may be a reason why Grandma was like, I'm not leaving them any money, I'm going to leave it to the next generation.
Yeah. Well, especially, I mean, Grandma clearly was doing well,
Yes,
managing her money and creating this wealth. So there's a piece of me that says there is a reason. Maybe it wasn't that the parents are mismanaging.
I know, but it's
kids.
more fun for me to create some drama.
You know, we say, you know, maybe the parents, she says, hey, the parents, they're fine. They're older. They've got money. The kids, I want to give them a leg up as they begin their journeys as adults. Who knows what the reason is, but the truth is they can feel all the weird vibes they want and be as mad as they want. But this was not your decision.
Yeah.
And I would not give them a penny of this money. You don't have to gloat and hold it over them, but this is not. It's really not your money to give. Grandma gave it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it technically is your money to give, but I just wouldn't. I like what you said. I wouldn't just go buy a bunch of new cars and new houses and be like, wahoo! Like, I would be smart with it. I'd sit down with the SmartVestor Pro and invest it wisely. But hey, here's the thing. We're just feeling really weird vibes. I don't do really weird vibes when it comes to relationship. If you have a challenge, call me. If you have a problem, let's talk about it. Otherwise, I'm going to go do the next right thing. And Grandma left you 1/4 of a multi-million-dollar trust. Be a wise, good steward of that money and use it as though grandmother's sitting at the table with you in ways that would make her smile and bring her peace.
And this is your wife's battle with her parents to deal with. I wouldn't get involved as the son-in-law.
No. But you can buy one of those electric Hummers that the wheels turn sideways and they park themselves. They're kind of rad looking.
That'll really make them angry. So that's what do with it. Yes, I'd get with a SmartVestor Pro. Obviously, run it through the baby steps, pay off your debts, invest for the future, and hopefully you can do the same for your grandkids one day. Maybe skipping your kids just to keep the tradition going.
I like the tradition. I like the every other one.
We got another voicemail, James? You got one in the tank? All right, let's see what we got next.
My wife and I are baby step 7, and we owe nobody a dime, but I have several vehicles, 2 collector cars, and a Kubota tractor that I need to take care of our 7-acre property. Do I sell my toys because they're worth more than my annual income, even though they're all paid for? And that's my question. We're investing everything the Ramsey way. Thank you.
Great question. So baby step 7, meaning they have completed all the steps, they paid off their house, they're building wealth, giving generously, but he's got a lot of toys, the collector cars, the tractor. And
they're millionaires.
Some of it we can agree is for fun. Some of it he's saying he needs to take care of this large property. And so I see no problem with this. I mean, we say, here's the parameter. That's why he's calling in. We have the parameter of, hey, everything with wheels and motors shouldn't add up to more than half of your annual income. So let's say he makes $100,000 and the toys are worth $120,000 total. We're going, whew, that's a lot of your world tied up in what we would say are depreciating assets. The tractor's not making the money. The collector cars may hold their value. Who knows? The collector cars might be a little iffy on this one. Several vehicles. So if it's weighing on him, I would say sell what you need to get the weight off your back. But as far as financials go, I mean, there's nothing on fire here either.
No, and I think the weight is he wants to do everything, quote unquote, the Ramsey way, and we have this principle. I think the principle begins to dissolve when you become a millionaire and you're a multimillionaire. And as Dave says, could you take one of those collector cars and set it on fire in the living room of your house, and it would make a mess, but it wouldn't hurt your net worth? Yes, you're good. Do you need a tractor to run your property? Yes. And so we're not selling the tractor. You've paid for it. You own it. It's in cash. It's a part of it making your life run. Let's don't do that. If you, like George says, yeah, if those 2 collector cars kind of weigh on you a little bit, sell one of them if you want to. But man, you're a millionaire. Y'all are there. You can now spend some money on some of these things and give your money away generously.
Yeah. The goal of that principle, that parameter, is to allow you to make it through the baby steps to build wealth.
Right.
And so we don't know their net worth. You could be in baby step 7 and not have a high net worth. So a lot could be true here. There's a lot to dig into. So if you're on track for a great retirement and you have plenty of money to give, save, and spend as you please, then I would say you're on track. But if you're going, we're really not where we should be with our retirement, we could invest more, I might look at selling some of these to just get rid of the weight.
Or maybe you're what I would call a technical millionaire. The value of your home is $1 million, but y'all are cash poor. Yeah, sell the 2 collector cars.
Your land might be worth $1 million, but you don't have anything in retirement.
Right.
There's no income.
And it's not because of some secret Ramsey formula. It's you don't have the money. Yeah.
Thanks for the voicemails. We appreciate it.
I would love a Kubota tractor.
It sounds fancy. If you're mentioning the brand name, nice, I imagine it's like the Maserati of tractors.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I only know John Deere.
John Deere is outstanding.
I'm mainstream when it comes to tractors.
John Deere is outstanding. I do Kubotas. Yeah, I can covet me a Kubota tractor. I would love one for my property. So yeah, you paid for it with cash. Rock and roll, brother.
There we go.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.